Warning. Spoilers ahead. Hey, it's that YouTube channel that always goes out for a pack of cigarettes and then goes completely off the grid. But I digress. Today I'm going to be talking about a little thing called the cinema. Yeah, bet you chiropractic people didn't see that one coming. The end of 2019 and the beginning of 2020 was a weird time for movies. You had movies like The Oldman. Dude, what 30-year-old walks like that, regardless of how he just doesn't look 30, or whatever age he's supposed to be, that is still just a 70-year-old man beating somebody up. So recently, my power was out in hot Atlanta, and I thought, all right, Noah, or Hollywoods or B-Donuts or Hollywood's live on Twitch. Instead of sitting in the dark for 30 more minutes, why not go see a movie? I read 1917 is playing in a theater down the street, and my monkey brain goes, more movie. And since the power's out, seems like everybody's going to the movie, because the theater is filled to the fucking brim. I pop a solo squad in the edge seat next to some gay couple in like the fourth row. Dude, I could feel how creepy they thought I was. Like in their mind, I'm the shooter. But all jokes aside, I saw that absolute banger of a movie, 1917. Seriously, that movie is, as my tribe would say, wicked fucking sick kid. Or dude, or guy, or bro. Now, for starters, I personally don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to the cinema. Like, for instance, the original Doom movie holds a very special place next to my heart.
I'm not supposed to.
Side note, if you haven't seen that movie, go watch that. Stop watching this video and go watch Doom. Furthermore,
This is big brain time.
it wasn't until like an hour and a half into the movie where I finally thought, I don't think they've cut yet. Not a joke. I really had no idea what to expect going into this movie, and I'm actually that dumb. So my point is, if you've stumbled upon this video and are expecting some guy to have a well-educated point on the cinematography, then you will be sorely disappointed. Because all you'll get is a guy who sorta has a Boston accent,
I am the locker room guy.
making fun of things he has no idea what he's talking about. Hi, welcome to the channel. But back to what I'm talking about. Dude, I really can't stress it enough. I fucking loved this movie. I had no clue what to expect. Again, monkey brain, war movie, me likey. I don't know what it was about the movie. Maybe just how every scene just looked great. Seriously, this movie is gorgeous to look at. I just enjoyed actually seeing the movie. Visually. Maybe it was the all filmed in one shot vibe that I just subconsciously dug. And even the cliche aspects of the movie were some of my favorite things about it. The young kid that's kind of new to war and thinks he's going to walk away a hero. The grizzled general with a gash down the side of his face. Dude, I ate it up. However, there was one thing towards the end of the movie that I just couldn't help but notice. Now, mind you, at this point, I have been nut deep in this movie and loving it for a second now. So I have zero reason to be overanalyzing anything. But regardless, the main character comes to this critical moment in the movie where he has to decide whether he is just going to keep pushing people aside in the trenches or if he is going to man up, step out of the trench, and just beeline it down the edge of the trench. Now, all this is happening while his buddies in the trench are seconds away from hopping out the trench and charging down the field at enemy gunfire. I know, intense. So he does what the hero's gotta do, and he steps out of the trench and just starts cooking it down the sideline. Really getting after it. And lo and behold, some jerk-off blows his whistle, and just like that, all his buddies in the trench start steamrolling towards the enemy. So he is just running perpendicular against his own boys. Again, I know, intense. And this is where I laughed out loud in a quiet audience. Let me show you what I mean. He full-on tackles one of the extras. Now, he recently talked about this on Jimmy Fallon.
I think it's just you running and just when you everyone's bumping into you and you.
Yeah, well, that's a mistake that made it in. That wasn't meant to happen.
I'm not here to make fun of the guy for tackling the extra. My point is with the extra. Because this guy, not wanting to lose his paycheck for the day, just stays there, dead. What makes it even better is that one of the main aspects of this movie is the whole one-shot thing. So this guy's there the entire time the shot happens. Which is a while. In my head, I can't help but try to put this moment into the actual plot. Like, for instance, the letter that this guy's captain would have to write home.
Dear Mrs. and Mr. Pennywagon, I regret to inform you that your son, Lieutenant Pennywagon, has succumbed to his self-inflicted bayonet wound. It is my understanding that upon retrieving...
Self-fucking-flipped.
Now, obviously, this movie was a hassle to make. I watched some of the behind the scenes for this movie. If I can find the link, I'll toss it down below. But the shit they had to do just so the whole movie would look like it's one shot is just incredible. So hats off to these guys. But not this guy. Fuck this guy. Kidding.
In their tongue, he is Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.